All right, here I stand. I got a little hand axe so I can do some work on some of this mess. What a day already. It's hot. It's gonna be hot, unseasonably warm today, close to 60. Well, anyway, I'll get back on my first find later. All right, I got a respirator on. I'm lifting it up, but hopefully it doesn't affect my voice. But I got a cork bottle here. Oh, it's embossed. Hold on. Let me get this down here and I'll show you. It's a McCormick and Company Baltimore cork top. That's just a rust deposit on it. That'll all come off. See, it's perfect. I found it. This is the third McCormick bottle in like 48 hours, and the other one's different than this. This one looks earlier. It's really nice. These little bottles like this, like you can sell them in box lots. I like, imagine having 20 of these in a box lot. You could start it at $49.99 if there was all different ones. That's how you make the money. You just save your stuff up later. All right, see this cork top prescription? It's all embossed up. It's a shame these don't have druggist names embossed on them, because I find like 100 of these every trip. I'm gonna start taking more of them. I have hundreds of them at my house, but I don't know, these, if you get variations of them, like 8, 9, 10 different ones, and believe me, I'm gonna find 8, 9, 10 different ones today. You clean them up and put them in lots. Somebody with a doctor's office or something will want these. And you can even put new labels on these. Kind of nice. It's a small one, a little different. I'd say this had like an eyedropper thing on the top of it. I think it did. Look at this, turpentined, steam distilled wood turpentine, genuine spirits, guaranteed pure. Philadelphia, Memphis. The Newport Industries Incorporated. And I just dug this out too, but I can't show all of them just when I find them. Sistersville, West Virginia from the 40s. It's perfect. I gotta take it later. I just raked this out. This is a pretty unique, not a common Barks bottle, and it's perfect. See how it says Barks there and it is all open in the middle? Most of them have more embossing. I only have one of this, and it says Bel Air, Ohio on the bottom. Right there at the, and if you can see that, probably there now. But that's a pretty decent bottle. Later. Right, here's another awesome find. It's real, it's almost like brass, and it's a 1932 dog tag. I can't see the county, but I'm not gonna mess it up. I have lots of these, and they can be pretty collectible, especially the heavy metal ones like this. It's probably like a county here in the Ohio Valley, but we'll get this cleaned up. These are just awesome finds, these kind of things. They look great framed. I have copper ones from like 1919, and you know, man, wow, folks, right off the bat. And you'd never find it like this metal detecting. In dumps like this, it was on the collar, and it's just, wait till you see this. This might even be copper later. Look at all these odd little cork bottles I'm raking out back in here under this tree. Huh. It's a shame they didn't have embossing on them, but they were pretty nice. Later. This would be a Monroe County, Ohio milk. It's busted. Tisher Dairy. This would be like a $200 milk minimum. It would really, I know people would want to buy that, but if I get a whole one, I'm going to cut this one off and make a pencil holder out of it, because you ain't going to see this for sale ever. I'll cut it off there and put pencils in it. It's worth $5 or $10 just cut off as that for what it is to somebody around that area. That's extremely rare. I might not ever even find a broken one again, but I'm hoping that I get a whole one later. Big poison bottle. It's cork. Perfect. It says fly tox. I've found these before, but not this big one. It's fly poison or something like that. Later. All right. I got my first marble of the day. That's a lid right here. It's an acro agate corkscrew. See the cork, how the line corkscrews all the way around the marble. It's real nice condition. It's translucent green with a white base. It'll look nice in that frame. It's a common acro, but it's still a good marble. Look at that. There's a set of gold or false teeth with gold teeth in them. No way. What the heck? 2 gold teeth. What? Huh. I think I see something decent sticking way out of this wall back in here. It's right there. It's some kind of soda. See if I can hook it. It's like one of them 14-sided looking things. It's like a crown top. It's like 14-sided. It says what it is on the bottom. I have multiples of it. Alright, here's a nice little embossed cork top. It says Raleigh's. That's nice. For free. Later. Oh, do you see it? I thought that was one of these all white bottles, like the shoe polish. You know, it was way back in there. I started pulling out and I see this, and man, who wouldn't want to find a bottle that looks like that? It's a lady. Oh, this is awesome. And it's perfect. And I'd say this is from like the 30s or 40s. I'd say it's right before World War II. It's something like, it might even be shoe polish. That's just the lady that's like for the brand. See, it's white on the inside, but all of that will come out. And with a new label on that, imagine how cool that's gonna be. Well, that's a day maker. I like stuff like that. Another marble down in here. It's right here. Ooh, this looks like it could be kind of good. It's just like a machine-made Marble King or something. It ain't bad, but not as good as these acros. I got another marble way down in this hole. And this is in an area last year where I just found all kinds of them, of all ages, all mixed together. Looks like another Marble King. Several shades of blue. Nothing to brag about. Later. Yeah, let me get this. This could be something. It looks like that bottle I found yesterday. If this is another one, this is just like a miracle. Oh, it's slick. Oh, if it would have been one of them ones, it would have been just, what the heck's this say? Latonia Club. 1930. It's a shame that don't have embossing. Daggone it. But I got that real nice one. Later. Alright, I'm way back in the hole, but man, this marble's nice. It's like real deep ruby red and it has black in it. Later. Alright. Haven't been finding a whole lot, but I got another real nice marble. It's another one of these. These might be alley agates here. Baby blue with red and brown and orange swirls all through it. It's nice. The condition's nice. So that's a keeper. Later. Well, that's a hand-carved shell button with a star design on it. Made out of a mussel shell. Look at that. It's got a chip off of it, but man, that's going to be cool in a button frame. Later. It's too bad this cork top, it's aqua. It says Pinard, and it's got like something on it, and it says Paris, which is France. It's old. It's over 100 years old, but it's busted. I just can't take no more. I did all right, but not like you. All right, I'm out here doing my thing. Just walking. I got my sifter and stuff with me. The water might be high enough. I might be able to find a few pockets up here that would be worth sifting instead of sifting them gravels. But I'm gonna make an effort to find at least something. I'm gonna try to stay out here a little while. It was raining when I got out, or got up hard, way harder than I could even have looked anywhere. The dump's just a muddy mess. Can't do that, so it stopped raining and here I am. So let's see what we can get in a few hours later. Alright, I did some sifting back here but didn't find much, but this is washed. See, there's flakes. That's a flake of flint and that's a flake of flint right there. I'll get them on the way back. I always pick them up so I'm not picking. I got these big gloves on, I'll take them off. But I'm gonna do some screens and try to stay out till I find something. The weather turned on me. It was misting on me while I was sifting there a little bit ago, but it's rained on all of this, and not a lot of rain, but enough to maybe uncover a point. I'll get back if I see anything. Do you see it? I'm sifting in here and you can see the old nails and stuff. I'm finding flint flakes. Here's one right here. But I got something. Look here. I flipped it over. Oh, and it's got stuff all over it. Oh, this might be military. It's got look at the condition. Oh man. That looks military to me, folks. Huh. Look at that. Wonder what the heck. Looks old. Later. It's been maybe 25 minutes of sifting since I found that button thing. We'll see what that is. But right here, I already picked this up. This is a hafted shaft scraper. See how it's uniface and it's got notches, but it's broke. And it looks like it's made of Nelly chert. Right here's how this would have been. Let me see here. It would have come up, it would have been hafted on a handle, and it's broke right here. It would have come up and had a curve to it. Like that. And it would have been used to scrape up and down the arrow shafts. I find these all the time. They're supposed to be real rare, but I think this is like, let's see, the third or fourth one this year. I haven't found any spectacular ones, but I've found some decent ones. This would have been real nice if it wasn't broke. And I got this little button thing. It's all marked up. I'm gonna get out of here. I just didn't want to blank, so I stayed, and there's a couple finds. Later, that was clear down deep in the gravel, so hard to tell what that is. It almost looks silver. Later. All right, you can see the weight caps and stuff on the river. It ain't no joke, the high river, especially when it gets cold. I've almost drowned multiple times, and like when I've got to shore, it's been like a pirate movie where there's a pirate ship and guys wake up unconscious on a deserted island. It's been like that. I'm adjusted to the cold weather. If you haven't done this, you can get in trouble. You can get blown over out there. There's 2-3 foot weight caps out in the middle of the river today. You can just get hammered. And if you tip it over, never get away from your kayak. Stay with it. Regardless if you have a life jacket on or not, it might save your life. Later. All right, I'm in a dump, but I stand here and like this pile of stuff, it's rained on it 10 or 12 times probably since I've looked at it. I stand here and look at it and look for shapes and see if there's anything I want to pick up. But while I was standing here looking at that, I looked at this rock face, and this is a good thing to show for arrowhead hunting. When I talk about fire rock, this is the normal tan of this rock is what it looks like about right there. You see up in here where it's red. This is a trash dump down here below the rock face. They burnt trash dumps. They burn them. This is from firing. See how it's cracked apart and it's not there? The fire does this to it. Same principle as the river. And see how this rock's red and black? This will look red and black 10,000 years from now if it's packed in dirt and water comes up here eventually and starts hitting this. It's gonna look like Indian campfire rock coming out of the bank. It's the same principle. A fisherman on the shoreline with, let's say he has rocks in a circle in a campfire. Those rocks are gonna turn red. They'll look exactly like Indian campfire rock. It doesn't change. Once it gets to this, it's just, that's what that rock's gonna look like for thousands of years. So, other than break up. So that should really help you. That should really help some of you. See how it's all cracked, the face? It's from fire damage. This should do it for you. If you're watching this, you should know how to identify fire rock now. See the difference? Not fire rock, fired rock. Later. All right, here I am yet again. I was up in that way. I'm gonna try to take all this out and get a nice deep, like 8, 9, 10 foot hole here so I can see exactly what's here. But getting down in here, got a nice marble. It looks like one of them real nice acrays. Oh man. Oh, this is a day maker. Look at it. It's got bubbles all in it. It looks real nice. Let me get this one wiped off. This is a beaut, folks. Look at it. Wow. Later. Yeah, look at that. That's like beyond nice. The condition's real nice. It's like that mason jar blue, like the beautiful blue turquoise. Wow. Hopefully I can get about a dozen of these later. Well, there isn't any doubt that's some kind of ornate silver buckle. I'm trying a new spot right here. This is straight up and down, but I can pull the stuff back over the hill and I hit a heck of a layer of bottles. I find stuff like this all the time. I don't know if I'll clean it up. I have multiple shell buttons up there. Some of them have metal hardware still on them, but you know, that's ornate and it's silver. Later. Well, this is like the 4th hole I've opened up. I found like that blue marble, not much else. But look here, we could have greatness. Look here. That sure as heck looks like a crock, folks. That looks like a little crock laying right there in the ground. Now, what do you think? What do you think, folks? This will be, if this is whole, oh man. Let me get it dug out a little bit more, and I will turn this off, dig it out, and I will pull it out. We'll see what we got here. That's down in ash. It's looking good. In the fires, these crocks usually make it. Later. All right, I'll see if I can budge this. This is probably going to be a solid color one, but it feels good, folks. Oh, it's there. All right, it's got rust melted on it, but that's a brown and white crock. Look, there's even glass melted on it. It made it through the fire. That'll clean up. Another piece of stoneware. My goodness. Just an average crock, but still nice to find. Wow. Later. It just keeps getting better. You see that? Crock a minute ago, I'm cleaning out this hole, and there's a big shooter marble. Man, this is an old one. Looks like it might have it has some rough spots on it, but heck, that could even be handmade. It looks handmade to me. Man, that's still kind of nice. It's huge. Later. All right, I just raked out another one of these acros with that, like, patch on it that's all wispy on the inside. Look at it. Ooh, looks pretty good. It's gonna have to be all cleaned up, but it's another one of these real beautiful ones. Later. Folks, I'm in a pocket of Crocks. See, there's more broken pieces of them. Why don't you take a look back in there? See that crock? It just fell out of the ceiling. And it's a jug, baby. It's a moonshine jug. Let me get it. It looks good. Oh man, this is a month maker. Just hopefully it's not all cracked up. I don't think it is. It might have something on it, it might not. Nothing on it, but man, is that not nice. Handles all there. It's been in a fire, but it's all gonna clean up. How awesome is that? 2 little Crocks. And these are like, I would guess 120 to 100 years old. This is just awesome. This is perfect too. Look at it. No cracks anywhere. You know, that has to be worth $50, both of these. They'd be worth a lot more if they had lettering on them, but man, that's a good find, folks. haven't been finding hardly nothing either later, and now I'm on it. I have 5 or 6 of these, but this is a shame. With the perfect ACL, this is a $20 to $30 bottle. It's Johnny Bull root beer, Wheeling, West Virginia, and it's green glass and they're beautiful. That one's just broke. You know, you could, if this wasn't messed up, I'd probably cut it off and make a little cup out of it. But there's a chance for something good back in here. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna buy a tree again, and I'm digging under the tree roots or places I left before. This tree's just dead, so's the other one. I've seen some people in the comments where you're killing the tree. No, I'm not. Every one of these trees are dead. Some kind of beetles got in them. I can pretty much punch branches that are that big around and they explode. They're all wormed up, and this tree's gonna just fall over. There's a few oak trees in here and walnut trees. I won't ever touch them. There's a chestnut tree up there farther that someone had to plant in here. You know, this was probably a rest stop here on an old wagon trail, and I think someone probably was eating chestnuts and it grew or planted it later. All right, I got a coat coming out. It looked real nice, so I'm going to show it to you. It's probably a sister's one, but just look how clean it is. It's D-Pat, daggone it. And it's a Sistersville, West Virginia. So that's what that is, but it's nice. But I got a moonshine jug, folks. All right, it's gonna look so nice in my house later. You know what this little glass Santa is? It's a Christmas light. See right there's the bulb. They're old Christmas lights. I take them. I have like 50 from here. Must have been popular. Look at all them bottles. I'm still going at her, folks. Later. All right, I show this kind of stuff if it's nice, because I know there's people on here that would like to see it. This is not my cup of tea. I will take this, but it's $1 bottle to me at a flea market. It's probably worth more than that online, but I'll buy a few more dollars, but I can care less. It's all there. It says made from Crystal Spring Water, Marietta, Ohio. All this is on there, Marietta, Ohio. If I set up at a flea market, which I usually don't do, I pay some girl to do it or something, give her like 20%, and I just have somebody go do it so I can look. When I get old, I'll sell stuff, but not now. I see a marble. Straight there. Different colored one anyway. It looks like one of these acros, but with a blue patch instead of a green. Let's hope. Yeah, this is, not sure what these are. They're acro, solid, but it's clear in the middle, but it's got like a veneer over it. It's blue. It's real nice condition. The rustings will all come off. Look at the moonshine jug and the crock. All right. Might have a little age to it. I can't tell what it is. Yeah, it's one of them big beers, but every stinking one of them slick. They're nice big bottles, but that stinks that them don't have. If I would say like Wheeling on it or something, it'd just be ridiculous. They're huge. All right, I'm getting out of here. I've dug all around. I had to stick with it to find anything. I'm loading up the stuff. I got a couple nice Crocks, and there's some decent ACL satyrs that are worth taking to sell eventually. I'm gonna get them, this Coke, and I got 2 Crocks. And one of them, that jug's awesome. It's like a moonshine jug. It's just absolutely perfect, and it's gonna clean up to look awesome. I'll get it cleaned up. I might not on this video, but I'll show it here this week. It's got a beautiful gray color to it, and it's nice. That other one's all right, but that one's the find of the day. Anyway, thanks for watching. You can see out in there, I'm way up on the side of a hill. There's a small area here that had a bunch of Crocks, and I've wiped it out pretty much. It's getting pretty, you know, as many places as I've dug, it's hard for me to get on stuff, and today was evidence of that. I got a lot of digging in here, but it's hard digging. Anyway, this will be the last clip, I think. There might be more stuff. I don't know if I get some of this stuff cleaned up and show it. That button I found in this video on the river sifting, from what I've found out, it's probably British, and it's World War I or World War II, and I think it's a pin off like a lapel or something.